A warm welcome to all of you. After the strong 2023, I am pleased to state that April-June 2023 quarter has also been a stable quarter for the bank. I'll take you through some of the key figures. If I see macro and industry backdrop, the macro drop back continues to the strengthening. India looks set to remain world's fastest growing economy. India's GDP expected to grow at around a strong 6.5% financial year 2023, with prospects of strong private consumption and services sector growth. Despite a late onset of monsoon, weather disruption in few states and delays showing during quarter 1 24, the gradual improvement in rural demand may continue in the coming months if the forecast of the near normal monsoon by IMD true. Despite the policy uncertainties in advanced economies, India's inflation of 4.6% year-on-year during the quarter 1 24 suggests limited risks of further hike in interest rate in the near term. Sorry. Prospects of decent GDP growth and the stable interest rate environment should help the momentum in India's BFSI sector in the coming quarter. Having said that, one must note that the first quarter of the financial year is often seasonal, a somewhat softer patch for several entities in the financial services industry. Thus, quarter-on-quarter figures should be analyzed and interpreted very carefully. During the quarter 1 24, Bandhan Bank's overall advance have grown 6.7% year-on-year and a marginal decline quarter-on-quarter. The quarter-on-quarter decline the loan book is primarily because of two reasons. We know that we have seen a quarterly decline in the microfinance book in the last couple of years, primarily due to seasonal factors and because of weather disturbance in a few states. Historically also, if you see for the last two financial years, we have always shown a quarter-on-quarter dip in a similar range in quarter 1 in our microfinance book. Second cause, you know that as indicated the earlier quarter result, we had a short-term loan against a fixed deposit of which a single large account, 2,151 crore, has been repaid in a quarter 1. This two cause will come to this the advance growth showing decline. However, growth in case of retail asset and commercial banking continued to be the interest. But we also know that the microfinance growth is started before the 1 month of the puja, which is the second quarter, and we have seen that symptom in the ground level. It will become again this growth, and after the March growth will be continued. The retail loan book, other than the housing finance book, consisting of personal loan, gold loan, two-wheeler loan, and auto loan, has grown by nearly 87% year-on-year. The commercial bank vertical, which is the MSME and FIG, registered as a growth of 78% year-on-year. So, other than microcredit, all other verticals have been given a very good growth in the bank. The housing finance book, which faced some issue in the last quarter, all, has come back to the normal, has registered in year-on-year growth in a 9.5%. The share of secured asset as part of our total loan book continues to increase, and it crossed 44% in this quarter. Compared to the last year, the same quarter was in a 36%. We expected that approximately 50-50 will become by 26. On the liability side, deposit now has come 1,08,000 crores at the end of the June 23, recorded a growth of 16.6% year-on-year, stronger than the industry growth rate around 12%. Due to our focus on granular retail deposit, our retail term deposit book has grown by around 17% year-on-year. The retail to total deposit ratio continues to hold at 71%. Customers continue to respond their trust in the bank. Let me put forward a few data points to substantial record has come to the bank. Our total number of liabilities customer increased 11.5% year-on-year and 3.4% quarter-on-quarter. This is a good sign has given to the bank. The liabilities customer has increased. It's good number. Volume of total customer transaction increased by more than 50% and quarter-on-quarter 9%. If we go to the value of this, the transaction had also increased 15% year-on-year and 5% quarter-on-quarter. That shows that the customer are coming newly added to the bank, and also they are transacted in a very good way to use the bank's platform. I am coming to this, our overall digital transaction have recorded an increase 49% year-on-year, with average digital transaction per account going up 33%, which is again showing on that our customers are using our platform digitally and transact in their day-to-day transaction, and which help us the bank to retain and continue the growth of retail deposit in the bank. CASA deposit came in slightly lower on account of seasonal impact compared to the previous quarter, but still stands CASA is at 36%, which amount was 39,077 crore. This drop in the quarter has been seen across the industry. I have the very confidence with some of the points we have mentioned earlier. So again, it will be come back in the normal position, which we are predicted nearly 40%. I would also like to specially mention in here our microfinance customers' contribution to the deposit less than 4% till now. We have seen a good improvement in the overall collection efficiency. For the bank, overall collection efficiency excluding NPA stood at 98% for this quarter end June 23, which is up from the 96 from the last year June quarter. The bank has registered a net profit 721 crores during the quarter 24 first quarter, against a net profit 887 crores in quarter 1 financial year 23. Our net interest income in quarter 1 24 came in at rupees 2,491 crore, broadly similar to the same line 2,514 crores during the quarter 1 23. However, sequentially it is also stable from the last quarter 2,472. Our net interest margin stood at 7.3% in quarter 1 financial year 24, which is the same as the quarter 4 23. The total credit cost quarter 1 was in a 2.4% compared with the 2.9% in quarter 4 financial year 23. Our gross NPA quarter 1 24 stood at 6.76%, whereas the last year the same quarter 7.25%. Net NPA stood at 2.18%, which was the last year same quarter 1.92% a year ago. And you know that there is an ECLGS new circular has come, so that regional bank have the 568 crores booked as a NPA. For that region, it has come in here as a bank. The bank delivered a ROA 1.9% and ROE 14.4% in quarter 1 24. This quarter, we have added about 130 branches, over 70% of which are Northern India, Southern India, and Western India. We have added about 7 lakhs customers in this quarter, which have been shown us the future growth will become. I like to mention it here for future forecast. We have made considerable investment in the people, technology, infrastructure in recent years. We expect that from the current financial year, the bank will start yielding positive result of these investments. Of late, we have initiated several steps to boost cross-sell and branch lead sales to grow the retail assets and liabilities portfolio, and also to increase productivity per employee supported by our digital and analytical initiative. Financial year 24, we expect to grow our advances by nearly 20% plus and a little higher rate for deposit growth through 24, with our focus remaining strong on the retail segment and the diversification. Puja is coming. I hope that you will be all enjoy and we enjoy our business growth. I wish you and your family all the best. Thank you to all of you.